to Behavior on Demand, presented by Callie Wakefield, Board Certified Behavior Analyst and Behavior Specialist in Tomball ISD. Welcome back to another week of Behavior on Demand. This week, we are going to be talking about prompting and prompting hierarchies. So what is prompting? Prompting is a method or a tool used to move the learner from incorrect responding to correct responding. Why do we use prompting? Prompting increases the rate of responding. Prompting lowers frustration of the learner. And prompting helps the child learn more efficiently. Here is a visual of the prompting hierarchy. As you can see on the left-hand side, it says most to least, and on the right-hand side, it says least to most. Typically, during a skill, when we are teaching, we want to work from least to most, so that we know how much support that child needs in order to be independent. If we started at most to least, which is also a possibility for some skills, we are not showing where that student is having difficulty, and we would assume that that child cannot do the skill at all independently. So we're going to start talking from the top to the bottom. The first prompt that is listed on here is called natural cue. This is something that happens naturally in the environment. The next one is a gesture. This could be a head tilt towards the direction that the child should be looking, or a point in the direction that the child should be moving, or just a gesture in general to signal to the student maybe to pick up a pencil or to raise their hand or something like that. The next one is a verbal prompt. A verbal prompt is after the initial directive has been given to the child. So for example, if you are saying, Susie, stand up please, that's the initial directive. After wait time for 3 to 5 seconds, you have to give a verbal prompt. This might be, stand up. Because it's after the initial directive, this is considered a verbal prompt. The next prompt listed is a visual or a picture prompt. This we discussed at length a few weeks back. The next prompt on here is a model. This would be if you were trying to teach your child how to unload the dishwasher, you may model for your child how to do that. After that, you will see 2 physical prompts, a partial physical and a full physical. A partial physical prompt could be you touching the back of the elbow for the student to move their arm to grab a pencil. Or maybe they need to start walking and you touch the leg that needs to start walking first. A full physical prompt could be an example of a hand over hand scenario, and we are going to discuss that on the next slide. Johnny has a difficult time writing. Every time that Johnny is asked to pick up his pencil, he starts to cry and hit. Johnny's teacher has learned that Johnny does not know how to hold the pencil correctly. When the teacher tries to use a full physical prompt, Johnny does not cry or hit the teacher when he is asked to write. If you look at the picture, you will see the full physical prompt. The child's hand is around the pencil and the adult's hand is around the child's hand. The adult will be motoring the child through the activity or the skill so that the child learns how to manipulate the pencil. As you can see, there are many types of prompts. I hope that this video has helped you understand what prompting levels are and how we work through the prompting hierarchy. Please tune in next week for another episode of Behavior on Demand.